most important thing is that everyone's well-being is important and it should be promoted.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the day then? When did it all start? Because was it at the same time as Women's Day?
No, there's been a very long history and tradition behind International Women's Day. International Men's Day, the first kind of calls for it were in the 1960s. However, most of these were quite negatively linked to International Women's Day, so it was more of an effort to make sure that there was an International Men's Day too, because it's not fair that women were celebrated. It was proposed initially that this was the 23rd of February, which was 2 weeks before International Women's Day. However, this really didn't gain any kind of following. Thankfully, there was a new incarnation that was pioneered by a gent called Dr. Jeremy Tillotson. He was based in Trinidad and Tobago, and by 1999, the November date he proposed got a lot more popularity because he was really, instead of focusing on the negative and, well, they've got one, so why don't we, was instead focusing on the celebration of men's contributions and also using it to highlight issues which impacted them.
Is it also a look at how men should be almost... There's a lot of focus on men being feminists these days. Is it about how we see men and perceive them in society today?
I think that links in quite a lot with some of the issues that impact men. There's a range of issues that do, and some of the things that we're going to be talking about include things like physical health and mental health. And we know that there's a huge amount of stigma around men actually being able to come forward about these issues. Some people, including myself, would link that to feminist reasons, saying it's about how people view men. But regardless of your political views or your personal views about why that might be a problem, you can definitely acknowledge that there are issues around men being able to come forward and say that these are problems and also receive the correct treatment for them.
Well, if people are interested then, I presume men and women, to come down to the event on Monday, where do they go? What do they do?
Yeah, everyone's really welcome to come along. We'd love to see you there. It's at Henry Bloom Noble Library at 7 o'clock on Monday evening. So please just give the library a call or pop in to book your tickets. They're totally free, but it's just to make sure that you get a space reserved for yourself.